It's the weekly breakdown.
Yo!
That's not so weekly.
It's not so weekly. It's been like a month.
Yeah,
I think seriously,
it's been a while.
Since
We've probably done two shows in 2 months.
yeah, I mean, you were moving one time, and then
Shit, have I been on the last couple of these that have actually existed?
Both of the ones
both
that you
of them.
yes,
Fuck.
you've been on the two that have existed since you've moved, and you've been moved for almost 2 months now.
Yeah.
So yeah, us earlier than that. Well, maybe because we saw Ozzy.
It's been 3 months. I moved back end of July.
Yeah, but I'm thinking no, because you moved the week before Ozzy, didn't you?
I moved first week of September.
Yeah, so the week before Ozzy. So yeah, it'll be almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh no, we gotta plug in the laptop because...
Oh, did I plug it in the wall, but I didn't plug it in the computer?
Yeah, you dingus.
That would do it. Saved it.
Dangalangus.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, like reviews and stuff have been going up. Just haven't been able to really do this, and then
And it's like, and then it's always when we get together. Like last time we got together, it's like, yeah, but nothing super recent has happened. Like,
yeah, but
it's like,
then,
we can talk about old news, but then it's like,
also like some things happened last time, but it was even Sam, and it was really late.
it was really late. But
At
then
that
also like,
point.
not too much had happened that week.
Yeah.
Like so, and it's like, and like I said, talking about old news isn't fun. Let's talk about new news.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I feel like we talked about everything yesterday on your 9-hour radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a
Frank
journey.
and I have been talking a lot recently.
Yeah. It's been a thing.
fine.
It's been a theme for this week.
Like I said, y'all have a standing invitation whenever.
Mm.
If I
It was
get my
fun.
showtime moved, it might work out a little bit better. But
Yeah. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about some games we've been playing. Some other game news. Days Gone, September. Video game sales. Boba Fett movies. Or shows. Midichlorians.
the
And
midichlorian show.
Music news. We haven't talked about music in a while.
Yeah.
So, what games have you been playing? We have Red Dead Redemption 2, but it takes a fucking eternity to download that game. So therefore, none of us have actually played Red Dead Redemption 2.
I haven't bought it yet. Maybe I'll go out sometime here directly and I'll buy it. But
I mean, you should have bought it and have it and started installing while
Yeah.
you're doing literally anything else. Because
I should have. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine.
105 gigs.
If you have a disc.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's what 150.
And it's a 2-disc set if you buy a physical. Otherwise, it's 150. They make you have space for 150.
oof, the fuck
And
is this
you've
horse
been
shit?
downloading for like 3 days.
I have. I bought it Wednesday night. And
Man, is that what I've had to deal with? If I still live down that way, probably.
Yeah.
Oof.
Actually, I'm not sure. Do they do Comcast down Furnace Road there?
Yeah, they do. I mean,
Okay.
we had Comcast back
Well,
when we were there.
Comcast doesn't come by mine. I have Frontier.
Oh, that's awful. That's
And I don't even live that far down that road. They just refuse to put cable down that road.
You live a half a mile from where I used to live, and that's all the difference. I mean, I think
It's the difference between living on that road and living on my road.
yeah,
Because
I mean,
internet infrastructure in this country is just screwed up.
Yeah.
don't worry, Google Fiber, that'll come. No, it won't.
No, because, all the freaking current cable companies will lobby against it and make sure it doesn't happen until they have it.
Yeah, basically.
Because politics and politicians are bought out. Capitalism! Yay! Woo!
Capitalism.
Yeah. So we haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. We played some other things. Played that Spider-Man DLC. The Heist, haven't finished it yet, but it's good. It's fun. It's more Spider-Man.
More Spider-Man.
Mostly, like, all I really care about is the story. Like, there is crimes you can do. Again, there's these dumb fucking paintings that you can go around and collect that are just stupid to find. There's optional challenges with Screwball, the character Screwball.
Oh, okay.
Which, they're interesting, but I just don't feel like doing them. So really, it's just the story. And the story involving Black Cat is pretty phenomenal. A lot more story than I thought it was going to be. If you want more Spider-Man story, it's good. And I just love that universe that they're setting up, and the potential for future sequels is just awesome. And I really wonder, like, if you played Spider-Man, then you skip to the inevitable Spider-Man 2 in a few years and don't play these DLCs, if it's going to matter at all. Because, I mean, there's some story in here. And also, like, they really talk about things that happen in the base game and in the DLC, which is interesting. So.
I mean, they'll probably they'll probably put out some kind of like definitive edition or whatever you want to call it, complete edition.
Absolutely.
You know, in a couple years, or right before they do that. So I have not played that yet either. I don't have a lot of money, so I'm just kind of like I besides, and also my usual thing, if I have plenty of games that I can beat and I can play.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been continuing to do a good bit of the Festival of the Lost. I'm trying to get the triumphs done in that. I think I only have like 2 or 3 left, and then I've been doing a little bit of the Overwatch event, like basically literally just enough to get the loot boxes, and then I'm just like, okay, cool. It's fun.
Is it still the same?
It's still Junkenstein's Revenge, but the only thing that's a little bit different is there's more characters that you can play as, which is cool, and then of course there's the Torbjorn rework, which
Oh, they put that through.
It's in. It's actually been in since Festival of the Lost, or not. Junkenstein's went up. Like the thing that now you can toss the turret, and if you remember how that's like set up, there's like the area that Junkrat hangs out up on like the upper ledge. You can throw your turret up there, and then it'll kind of shoot everything. Ooh. And then the molten lava, the molten core thing is really good against like just about all the enemies you have to fight. So I mean, it's the same. And that's why I was just kind of like I played it once one night with Sam, where we played a few rounds of that, and then we played online, which was fun. They reskinned Eichenwald to make it look Halloween themed, which was really cool, and they reskinned Hollywood. And that's like Halloween themed. So like instead of like cars, there's like hay bales and there's pumpkins, and it's just a reskin. There's nothing really new about the maps, but it just looks cool around like. So it's a cool event. It's just haven't necessarily 100% had that itch to play Overwatch. I mean, I don't deny that it'll probably come back, and I'll be like, I want to play Overwatch. Like I just realized
the new map, Busan.
No, I have not played the new map.
Yeah, I haven't done that either.
I mean, it's weird to think that since the last time that we played, I mean, the new season's almost done. The new competitive season's already almost done. So I
actually need to log in because I technically did whatever season it was, 11, I guess, before this one.
Yeah.
And qualified, so I would have enough points to get a golden weapon.
Oh, yeah.
I just haven't even logged in to get that stuff. So.
But yeah, so that's mostly what I've been doing. I mean, I beat Spider-Man as well. I beat it. I beat the last. I did the last boss fight literally an hour before I left to go catch a plane. So, but other than that, that's basically all I've been doing. Is those 3 games, just kind of turning on and doing like little things here in Spider-Man to try to chug away at all the random crap you have to do in that game. So yeah, that's really all I've been doing.
So I guess I'll start with Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm about halfway through that game, and they've accomplished exactly one thing for me, and that is making Lara unlikable. They make it so she is a completely self-centered brat who doesn't give a damn about the consequences of her actions, and just... Yeah, they really did a thing with that character that I don't necessarily like, and who knows, maybe there is some redemption by the end, but they're going to have to work for it.
Is there some Red Dead redemption by the end?
No, let's see, that, like I said, that game's been installing for the past couple of days.
Yeah, where's your death count in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, you think? How many people have you killed?
I thought you said my death count, like how many times I died.
Yeah.
People I've killed, it's actually somewhat low.
Wow.
Well, low for one of these games.
Yeah.
I think I may have killed 24, 25 people.
That's the thing about like Tomb Raider and Uncharted. You just think about like how many people you just flat out murder.
You're just a mass murderer. That's all you are in those games. You just murder everything and everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, there was significantly less combat than I expected because I think the previous games maybe it ramps up at the end because I think that's what I'm remembering from the previous two, from this Tomb Raider reboot is it ramps up and there's a lot more combat at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
But so far it's pretty slow. A lot of it is stealth. It's rarely ever jumped into open combat. I think that's a good thing. It's a good way to play it because I feel like once stuff falls apart and you're in just a combat scenario, I think that game is much worse.
And I think that this has been one of the things with Tomb Raider in general.
Yeah, they introduced. I'm not sure if this was in the last game, but like even if you're spotted, you can lose them and regain stealth.
I think that was the thing, maybe. I think. Cause
yeah, I don't really remember. It's been a while, but yeah, it's. That's how I prefer to play that game, and it's been. So I'm regretting I should have just pumped it up on the highest difficulty, because of how little combat I've come by so far. And
so you can change the difficulty for all the stuff, like right? Like
yeah,
there's
there's individual sliders for like puzzles, combat, and like
exploration.
I think, exploration, like the open world stuff, and that impacts like combat's pretty straightforward, but like puzzles and then open world stuff is more of what's revealed to you when you use your Tomb Raider senses, your Batman Arkham, your Batman vision, or your investigation
Look at that
stuff.
Glowing gold item I should probably interact with.
Like, that's probably worth something. I should probably go over there and look at that.
Yeah.
Who's this person over here? Why is he glowing? All right, fine. He must. Maybe he has something for me.
Yeah, I'm hoping to finish that up within the next week. I've also played some of the Destiny 2 Festival of the Lost. I think that's one of the most. I think it's fun how they've decided to put in a PvE element of that, and like I think it's what you expected when they introduced a procedurally generated forest.
Yeah.
And like initially, it was kind of disappointing that they didn't do much with it, but stuff like this is.
They should keep it. Like they should. I mean, maybe not the same way, but maybe have something like you go to actually Mercury where you can just do this sort of similar kind of thing. Because I mean, yeah. Otherwise, the Infinite Forest is just your path to get to the strike.
Yeah, I feel like the Infinite Forest is something that they could reutilize and retool for any holiday event if they felt like it.
If they bring back SRL, you can have you can make tracks. Have that'd be interesting, but or is it something if they ever end to actually bring that back? But who knows?
Yeah, that was fun. I've gone back to the Elder Scrolls Online. Doing some that Murkmire just released. I did some of the quests there. The new zone looks really cool. You're getting a much better look into Argonians and their weird stuff, all their tree gods and all that stuff. It's
cool.
It's strange, but I'm enjoying that.
Do you see any Ents?
Ents? No, not yet. I don't think. I'm not sure if so. Okay, now you mentioned that.
Here we go.
So you know what Spriggans are, right?
Yeah.
There's like this corrupted version of them called Lurchers that are like 10 feet tall.
Mm.
So, they're giant tree beings.
It's like a babby end.
Yeah.
It's a babby. Give me the babby. What?
Yeah. I'm just... There's so many video games. It's that season.
Yeah.
There's a lot of incredibly good stuff.
Yeah, outside of getting Red Dead and then probably getting Smash when it comes out and eventually getting the Spider-Man DLC, maybe the only other games that I'm really probably going to get anytime soon would maybe be Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But I probably should finish Shadow of War before I think about that.
God. So I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I didn't finish that game. I thought that game like really just dragged.
Yeah, but I haven't put any time into it, so I figured I should put at least a little bit of time, so at least make it somewhat worth it. And then maybe, maybe I'll get Battlefield 5. See the Battlefield 5 or Black Ops 4. Depends. Do I want Battle Royale now, or do I want it in the spring? Yeah. Basically the only difference, or a single player for that matter.
Yeah, I feel like we would be good at Blackout. Maybe. I don't know.
I trust myself.
We have... Well,
alright.
we're way better at Call of Duty than we are Fortnite.
And judging by some video I've seen, I don't trust you in Battlefield.
Oh.
Trust me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
My sniping skills, I will say, it improved after that. That was the beginning.
Thus beginning.
You went
I
through an
remember that
entire
match.
clip and hit nothing. You didn't even get...
It was like 2 clips.
Yeah.
Please.
But I got the guy that was spinning around. That was pretty cool, right?
Sure.
There's lots
Cool. That's a word for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know which one I would get first. I mean, it would probably be whichever one everyone else gets first. But I mean, because like I'm interested in apparently in Black Ops 4 apparently at least somewhat of the zombies DLC they put out for Black Ops 3 is kind of irrelevant because a lot of the maps are in 4 now. Apparently, like a lot of the zombies maps they've just brought over to 4, and I'm like, well, there was
I think there's only 3 though.
Well, no, I thought I saw something that they brought like a lot of the. I think you can get a lot of the old ones. Like I know for one of the things is they redid 5 from Black Ops 1, and that's like a special edition bonus or like a season. Or if you get the season's pass, that's like you get it early for the season's pass, but like or something like that. But if I'm not mistaken, I read that somewhere. I could be wrong, but I thought I read that they brought like a lot of the zombies maps, like with the original characters, like from Black Ops, the original Black Ops maps over again. And I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me for video games this week. I'm looking forward to playing Red Dead when that gets installed. Eventually.
You know, I should probably just get it.
Oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Soulcaliber. I didn't mention that. I played like way too many hours of Soulcaliber.
Yeah, we'll play Soulcaliber after this, and we'll probably get our ass kicked.
Actually.
At least you and I.
Yeah, I haven't played Soulcaliber since.
I haven't not played since.
Well, at least hardcore since 2.
Didn't you buy like 5?
I think I played it once.
Yeah, and you brought it over one time because that's
I left it there.
That's the last time I've played Soulcaliber.
I think I left it there at your place, and I think that one time I played it at your place was the only time I played it.
Yeah, but I hardcore like played 2 and 4 a lot.
I played a bit of 4, but it's like back there because I had to start. I might as well wait. I mean, I don't think anything like that's gonna happen, but I mean, who knows? I'll wait till maybe I'll treat myself on my birthday, which is on Monday, and I'll get Red Dead or something. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah, and then wait to play it on like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, probably. Okay, fine. I'll get it early. That way I can play it on my birthday. Fair enough. Good point.
It's the horse balls, dude.
It's what it is.
It's them 50 gig horse nuts that take up one disc.
Yeah.
I would love that. I hope Rockstar...
Imagine QAing horseball physics. Like, your only job is to go to different weather conditions and examine the horse balls.
Just like, oh,
What'd you do today? Oh, I just checked out some horse balls. It was pretty cool.
Took some pictures.
You want to see?
You want to see?
Yeah, I have a whole gallery.
I got a whole gallery. It's okay. I got consent.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, video games, they're happening. It's fun. Always something to play.
Yeah.
At this point. Let's talk about some fun video game things.
Fun video game things, yeah. I like fun.
Yeah.
That's a fucking stupid thing to say. I like fun.
I like fun. I mean, you said it weird.
It's always the interesting time of year.
Because,
Lots of video games. Where they're going to fall sales-wise is always kind of an interesting thing. September was a massive month for video games.
Yeah.
And a lot of games did extremely well. PS4 was the best-selling console.
Not almost. It was sort of unsurprisingly. Well, it hasn't been the Switch for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it has been. Unsurprisingly, because of Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Everybody wants that sport now.
Xbox One sales are up 30% over the previous year.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you have...
It's pretty good.
I mean, I feel like a lot of their bigger games have been coming out now, so I think that makes sense with like Forza coming out and whatnot.
I'll run down from 20 to 10, and then you're gonna guess 10 to 1. You're not allowed to play because you know what they are.
Okay. I mean, I know what number 1 is. Yeah. I mean, but
Number 20, Minecraft. 19, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. 18, Super Mario Odyssey. I feel like those two games are inseparable.
No.
Like they're always one right next to each other.
Because I think those are the two games that you always get if you're gonna get a Switch. You get those two games.
17, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. 16,
okay.
Rainbow Six Siege. 15, Naruto to Burrito, Shinobi Striker. 14, Mario Kart 8. 13, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Ah, a little lower than
Dipping down a little bit. Here, out of all 61 months that Grand Theft Auto 5 has been on the market, September 2018 is only the 13th time it has failed to appear in the top 10, but it has always been in the top 20 since it came out. So that's just fucking
that's
crazy.
insane. How? Well, whatever. I mean,
yeah. 12, WWE 2K19.
That makes sense.
And number 11, Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age. So number 10.
Number 10. You already said Minecraft and Grand Theft Auto, so that goes my easy picks. MLB?
No.
Is it on the list?
MLB.
Is it on the list?
No.
Okay.
I will say there are 4 sports games in the list and 2 October games in the list. It's bizarre, but apparently the NPD
The cutoff
period
goes
briefly into October.
It's like fiscal years.
A little bit.
All right. So bunch of sports games. I mean, FIFA? No, FIFA would be higher. Never mind. I scratched that one. You looking at me weird? Is it FIFA?
No, it's not FIFA.
It's not FIFA. October games. What games came out at the beginning of October? I mean, Assassin's Creed came out, but that's gonna be higher. I really don't know. What's number 10?
Number 10, NHL 19.
Ah, okay.
Number 9.
Is God of War still selling well?
Maybe, but it's not on this list.
Not on this list? Okay. Okay, that was my...
Super Mario Party, which came out in October. But
Oh, okay, that was the other game that came out in October. Okay, alright, that makes
Great.
sense. Madden.
No. It's on the list.
So I figured.
Destiny 2, which is weird. I mean, yes, Forsaken came out, but this isn't counting Forsaken, but also Destiny 2 was free in September.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of weird. Number 7.
Number 7, I'm going to guess. Is it? No. Wait, is it? It's not Madden, is it? No. Madden would be higher. Alright, I don't know.
Forza Horizon 4 is number 7.
Okay.
Number 6.
Is Frank just ashamed of me right now? Is that what it is?
No,
not
no,
guessing
I'm
some of
just
these
so
things?
tired.
You're just tired?
I slept maybe 5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, me
And
too.
then, I didn't get... Man, I didn't eat well today.
Oof.
I had, one meal.
Oof. Where were we at? 6?
Yeah, number 6.
4 sports games. You said MLB? Is that on there? Or you said no?
MLB's no.
What's the other sports games that came out? FIFA.
No.
Oh.
Madden NFL 19. Number 6. Number 5.
Okay, I'm just gonna get this out of the way so I don't say it. Number 1 is Spider-Man. I know that much, but is Assassin's Creed? No.
No. Shadow of the Tomb Raider came in at number 5. Kind of interesting there.
Yeah.
I would have honestly thought it would have been lower just because of the buzz and the timing of that, but hey, 5's not bad.
I thought they came out in October. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, number 4.
Is it Forza Horizon 4?
No. That's number 7.
Okay, I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, is it FIFA?
Yes.
Okay.
FIFA 19 at number 4.
I guess FIFA enough, it'll be right.
Number 3.
Is it a September game? Is it like a summer game? What is it? Just give me that much.
It's a recent game.
It's a recent game. Okay. God, you're so vague. What came out? Fuck out.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay.
Coming in number 3. I guess the cutoff period was probably the
That
first
Friday.
week of October, which that's
Okay.
when it came out.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Number 2.
Is it Black Ops 4? No,
No.
that came out. That came out the next week.
Yeah. NBA 2K19.
And then number 1.
Number
Spider-Man.
1 is Spider-Man.
I saw that the Spider-Man was number 1, despite being an exclusive. I guess cool.
Spider-Man has made the most money of any PlayStation exclusive ever.
It kind of makes sense because you mean it's a long-reaching one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look at games even though Uncharted and Last of Us at this point have Naughty Dog has like a very deep legacy. Spider-Man is much more wide-reaching.
So then for October, what's number one?
October? I mean, it's going to be Red Dead 2, right?
That's what I would think, but
I feel like it would
see Black Ops 4 having a shot.
I think Black Ops 4 will be number 2. I think... What else came out? I mean,
they are 1, 2. It's just a matter of order.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I do think Red Dead will be 1. I think just the amount of buzz around Red Dead. I don't think it's undeniable. I mean, especially with a lot of people saying that it stands with GTA 5. I think that's probably going to be a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, let's do that then. So. Yeah, I mean, sports games will be up there next month, and I don't know what else will be. I don't know what other games came out this month. I have not been keeping up with games that much. I kind of, very early on, was like, these are the games I'm getting, fuck everything else. I mean, Assassin's Creed will be up there, and Super Mario Party, surprised that was as high as it was.
Yeah, people hungry for them Switch games.
Yeah,
people hungry for, like, a bad experience with their friends.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's just Mario Party.
Dude, I want to get Mario Party. And I'll bring that over sometime, and then we'll hate each other. Let's do it.
And then we'll never record one of these again.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we play Mario Kart, it's fine. Mario Kart's the same. Nintendo doesn't know how to do competitive games. They just throw, weird shit in to make it, oh, you're in last place? Here, get the item that just screws first place. There you go.
I mean, at least we'll be playing Mario Kart and not that fucking Nickelodeon kart garbage.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, Nickelodeon just put out a kart racer that looks like just trash.
Bring back Diddy Kong Racing or CTR. Why not? Yeah. Bring back Banjo 3, whatever the Banjo 3 game was. Nuts and bolts. Because that's a shit game, and why not?
Needs to be more kart racers in the world.
There used to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
Now it's just Mario Kart. Because everybody's like, well, what's the point?
Right.
Who's going to compete against Mario Kart?
Yeah. All right. Next thing, just kind of quickly.
I just had a dumb idea.
What?
EA should make a kart racer where they just put sports athletes in karts.
Sure.
Hey, why not? You get LeBron James and Tom Brady, and they're racing each other.
Yeah.
You get... you get one of the items is a deflated football that just goes for first place and knocks him out.
That's... Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm
really proud of that.
But I'm not gonna.
You ain't got it. No,
I'm not gonna say
nope, don't do it.
Yeah, I like that idea. You should call EA. Call Andrew Wilson himself.
Be like, look, you should hire me. I have great ideas.
Look, fuckface. Listen to me.
I have good ideas.
Yeah. This one, maybe you can say things about it, maybe you can. I don't know. Days Gone has been delayed again to April 26th of 2019.
I mean, it's not the farthest of delays, but it's like...
But, I mean, it gets it away from that February 22nd date that it was the same day as Anthem and Metro Exodus.
Yeah, Metro Exodus, yeah.
And not too far ahead of The Division 2. And there's just a lot of way bigger games than Days Gone surrounding it. Days Gone being the PS4 exclusive Zambi game, one of them.
It's the press and what's the word? The marketing around that game and just all the stuff about that game, it just feels weird. Because remember, they showed it twice one year, and now it's like it doesn't get talked about unless it's either getting delayed or it's like a Game Informer thing.
It's weird how Sony treats it. In a way. It and Dreams. It's just like Days Gone wasn't worthy enough to be in Sony's E3 showcase.
Like even like a little a little bit because they had other stuff besides their exclusives.
I mean, even Dreams they made their interstitial transition stuff for in Dreams.
I really wonder where Days Gone is going to land. Of will it be good at all?
I don't know. I don't think it'll be.
I don't think it's a matter of it being good. Is it something that people want?
Is it something that people want, and is it different enough?
Because you could Lawbreakers is a great example of this. It was a good game, but nobody wanted it.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, yeah, or is it doing anything new? You know what I mean? Like, because also there's just like no excitement around Days Gone, which is I think part of the issue. Like, you only hear about it every once in a while, whereas
it's a pretty bland concept, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tried and like worn concept that they've been making.
No matter how cool like the technology is behind their like hordes and all that stuff, like it is it's a zombie apocalypse. You got a motorcycle.
You got a motorcycle. It's
know?
like
there's bad people. Like,
I think it's because also I mean now you have like. I mean, of course, now you have The Last of Us to compete against, which is like, when you put the emphasis on, do you put the emphasis on the? I can see maybe the thing is, do we put the emphasis on the story, and then it's like, oh well, he's doing that. I mean, you know, if they can, even though that's the thing, I feel like we would have seen some more about that. If there's something special about the gameplay, then maybe. But I feel like if there was something actually special about the gameplay, we would have heard about it at this point.
I just wonder on Sony's first party next year if like. Dreams and Days Gone are definitely coming out, but like, is The Last of Us coming out next year? They haven't said anything. Who knows? Death Stranding probably won't.
Yeah, it's Death Stranding. I wouldn't say
Tsushima,
no
I feel
for
like
Tsushima.
no. It's like it's interesting.
I think
I don't know.
I think The Last of Us will come out next year, and I think it's solely because. And I think it's because Sony knows they could probably get away with it. They could probably do what they did with The Last of Us. If new consoles are coming by 2020, 2021, you put out The Last of Us Part 2 next year, and then you say, hey, we're bringing it to the PS4 like the next year, and then people will just be like, oh, especially if The Last of Us 2 is really good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, people eat that shit up.
But is it bad to have two zombie games out?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I think Days Gone is a lost cause. You're not going to lose anything by it.
It won't hurt The Last of Us at all, but...
No, honestly, I feel like...
It's more the other way around.
I feel like... Yeah. No, I feel like they're already going to eat it with Days Gone. Like, they should just plan for that to not do well. It's like, I don't think there's a world, even if Last of Us doesn't come out, I don't think that game does well.
Yeah. Plot twist. Days Gone secretly The Last of Us. They've just been talking.
No, fuck off, Keith. Just...
Yeah, right at the end, you run into Joel.
It's the whole thing.
Oh, the Sony Cinematic Universe.
The Sony Cinematic Universe. Crash Bandicoot shows up. Helps you beat some zombies.
Yeah, he just spins them away.
He spins.
Soundtrack by Parappa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Who knows? We'll see with Days Gone.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tired of hearing about that game.
I'm tired. It's weird. I'm tired of hearing about that game, but then they don't talk about that game.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. It's like, look, you don't care about this game. Stop talking about it. Just put it out without any sort of fanfare like you want to.
Yeah. All right. Also, something that came out today. Frank, I know you're sad over this one.
Oh,
They're not making a Star Wars Boba Fett movie anymore.
Oh, shit.
It's not happening.
Oh, no. What are we going to do?
What are you going to do?
Can I just step out for this?
Yeah, I mean,
oh, man.
That movie was never, like, officially confirmed, was it? Like, it was always just like, we could do something, or people wanted it.
But they had... Was it this movie or Obi-Wan where they had James... I'm forgetting his name. The dude that did Logan was writing this
It was
movie.
this one. It was James Mangold was supposed to be writing this one.
And it's like, all right, that could be fucking rad because Logan is good. But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy said it is 100% dead, and they're focusing on the midichlorians, which is their Star Wars TV show about Boba Fett and these sort of people and stuff like that.
I mean, I guess that makes sense because it's like, if you have too much going on at the same time, it could, I mean, they might have realized like, hey, we're treading on the same paths here.
Yeah, I think this makes sense because I don't think Boba Fett personally is big enough to carry a massive blockbuster movie, whereas as a TV show, absolutely that.
Yeah,
could be awesome.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, again, me having very No, where's Luke when you need him? Me having very limited knowledge of like what they did with him in the expanded universe and whatnot. Because who knows? I know all I know about him is from the movies, and so it's like, oh, maybe he's a super badass character who does deserve
What's
his
under
own
the
movie.
helmet?
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, he probably. Well, never mind. That's a whole other topic for another day. But I don't know. It's just like, I agree. At least from like what I know, it's like, or from what most people know, I think it's almost just like the Boba Fett thing is kind of the same thing as like the Obi-Wan movie. It's almost like a meme at this point. It's like, we want an Obi-Wan movie. Well, Disney doesn't want to do an Obi-Wan movie. The Obi-Wan movie, because in a lot of ways, doing an Obi-Wan movie, though it would be awesome, it would be Disney sort of admitting defeat. That, we can't do anything cool, so we're going to do what, people want, instead of like, here, that's why I've always been big on, them, all the movies that Rian Johnson and the dudes from Game of Thrones are doing. Like, I'm like, yeah, boom, do your own thing.
Yeah.
Show that you can, show people that you can do a lot with
Everybody's
this
still
property.
going to hate it because they're going to do something wrong.
100%.
Even though it's their own brand new thing.
Yeah, 100%, but...
but... Yeah, I mean, I think this is the right move. I think this could actually be a very big show for their streaming service.
Yeah.
I could see myself subscribing to watch this show, and if it's done, there's nothing else I want to watch. Cancel it.
Cancel it, and new season. Just
exactly.
renew a bunch.
I mean that and it's been reported. Jon Favreau is making this, which that's pretty good credibility right there. And then also, I think they said they're putting $100 million into just making this TV show.
Yeah.
Which, wow, for a TV show. I mean, that's like Game of Thrones level. Which, to do a Star Wars TV show properly, you need a lot of money to do it. And so it's good that they're investing in it. And Star Wars as a TV show like this, to this scale, could be just rad.
Isn't, or was another show that I'm thinking of? Wasn't, like, they announced a bunch of directors, too, and apparently Bryce Dallas Howard's going to do one of the things. I forget the other one, but...
I'm forgetting his name, but the guy that directed Thor Ragnarok is directing...
Taika Waititi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's directing an episode, which that could be sweet.
I love Taika Waititi.
Yeah. The directing list is pretty fucking stellar.
So, I mean, yeah, I'm stoked for this. Again, I mean, I was probably going to buy into the Disney streaming service for at least a good bit anyway. I mean, I'm me. Of course I was, but, this is another reason to. There's just good stuff.
I mean, I really hope that they have some solid... I will subscribe if they have solid TV shows.
Yeah.
I don't really care about watching classic Disney movies or anything, but if they have, like, cool Marvel... And,
they'll probably have all the Marvel
Star Wars shows
and stuff on there, too. They'll have all the Marvels and Star Wars and all that shit on there, too, so you can just...
Oh, I guess, too, it's not too old. We talk really quick about Netflix canceling Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
Yeah.
On here.
That's a...
Talked about some last night on your show, but Luke Cage canceled, Iron Fist canceled, no third season for either of these shows. Sadly, I would say. Especially Iron Fist. I never thought I'd say that. I just feel like Iron Fist made such an improvement in the second season to where it ended, and I went, I want to see these characters again.
It's definitely, I would say it's definitely... I really like the more I think about Iron Fist, the more I really liked season 2. Like, surprisingly, I mean, it did have its faults still. Even with 10 episodes, some of its sort of dragging moments where it's like, okay, nothing's happening.
Can you imagine if that was 13 episodes?
Oh, instead of getting one episode where he's like bedridden, it would have been like 3. It would have been like 2. It would have been awful. But it was definitely like, and I keep trying to come up with examples of this because I know I've seen it before. It's like a sequel setting up a better next thing, like an okay sequel setting up a great third movie. If I'm blanking on like any specific example. I would maybe, at least from my opinion, like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Like the second movie's okay, and I really like the third one. So it's like, man, we're set it up, and then the third one's going to kick it off. That's what it felt like. Same thing with Luke Cage.
I mean, I think that's the thing with Marvel movies is that, okay, these individual character movies are okay, but they're setting up the big Avengers thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Personally, I don't feel like any of the Marvel movies stand out on their own. There are exceptions, like Thor Ragnarok. I thought stood out on its own as an excellent movie. The first Guardians of the Galaxy I thought stood out pretty well, but I just don't think those. I think those movies serve a purpose rather than trying to be their own.
I'd say maybe the Captain America, especially the Winter Soldier, is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's but it's kind of sort of. I honestly feel like it's sort of the opposite, where they tried that with the Netflix stuff, and then the Defenders, from a bunch of different things, didn't do as well. So now they're just kind of like. Kind of forgetting that it happens. Like both Jessica Jones and Daredevil, they've just kind of been like.
Defenders had cool moments, but just because it's been so long since season 2 of Daredevil, I watched that recap before the first episode started, season 3. That ending, I forgot how just completely awful the ending of Defenders is.
Yeah,
with that tower, that makes no sense. None of it makes sense at all.
It's pretty bad.
It's terrible. It just made me laugh. Like, oh god, it should have just been a little bit better than what it was. Yeah, I mean, it is a shame. I mean, Luke Cage 2 had some interesting things going on in the second season, but I feel, I don't know. Like, I would rather see an Iron Fist. Let me back up. I'd rather see a Heroes for Hire with both of them, but I feel like they would have said it by now. Personally.
Yeah,
but then I would rather see Iron Fist over Luke Cage.
Yeah, I think. I mean, this also brings up the question of what's going to happen to the other ones. Because I mean, Daredevil season 3, I've seen the whole thing. Definitely has a sense of finality to it. Unlike this is the last, But then the showrunners were talking about like the potential for if there was a season 4 and how like they could use the X-Men. So I mean, the fact that they're talking about it seems good. I mean, it might just be a complete coincidence that they canceled both these shows and then next year there's the streaming service is supposed to happen. So it could be just a complete coincidence that and then they're just like here, well, these just aren't doing as well. We'll figure something else out with the characters.
Yeah. I think with Iron Fist and Luke Cage potentially because there wasn't a ton of buzz around the new seasons of those shows.
Yeah.
But I still feel like Jessica Jones and especially Daredevil carries a lot of buzz. Like Daredevil season 3 has been a big conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a big deal sort of show for Netflix still.
Also, also The Punisher.
It's fucking great. Yeah, and The Punisher. I could see The Punisher still going for a few more seasons.
Yeah, like, and I also, and I mean, I know this will probably not happen, but especially if it is somehow these shows are ending, I would love, which also maybe it's not the same thing, but I just think because all the characters, especially where they left off Luke Cage and Iron Fist, where a lot of the characters are at, you could do a season of the Defenders and kind of have it be like a, everybody figuring out who they are in some ways, or because that's just sort of how things go, or do a Heroes for Hire or a Daughters of the Dragon. Colleen and Misty, their banter and their stuff in Iron Fist season 2 is probably some of the best stuff in that whole season. So like, give them a show. Why not? And then Danny can play like a backseat character. But
yeah, I could see Jessica Jones going 3 seasons though. And also, I think the main showrunner for Jessica Jones is leaving after the 3rd season anyway, so...
Yeah.
Who knows? But I think 3 seasons is a great thing for Jessica Jones. I could see Daredevil continuing, though.
I hope that Punisher goes for, like, at least 3.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I hope it doesn't stop at 2. I mean, in a lot of ways, Punisher season 1 was already season 2.
And I would love to see Punisher come back into Daredevil in some way again.
That was also the sort of thing. I wish it's the one thing that kind of sucks. It was maybe the one thing that I loved the most about the Defenders was that all of the everything coming together, and it's like there's just not enough of that. Like it's cool when Turk shows up because he shows up for like an episode, or like there's Foggy's there for an episode, and Luke Cage or whatever. It's like I just wish more like connectivity happens. Like I mean, I don't know, for whatever reason,
Well, between Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, I feel like there should be way more.
Yeah, like they could be in there. Or, I mean, if Iron Fist was Danny Rand's taking over Matt Murdock's job of protecting the city, I mean, he could have been in it. I think I don't know why, but I thought that the Punisher and Luke Cage would be an interesting standoff. But I don't know, just like more of that, because it's all so superficial outside of a couple of characters, and it's just like just do more. Like that's what makes Jessica Jones season 1 pretty good, and that's what makes Daredevil season 2 pretty good. Is how big it seems. It's not so tightly confined. But yeah.
But then
don't do it too big. Like that's part of the thing with the Defenders. There's so much happening, and it's like
But then Daredevil season 3, I am loving this season so far. It's probably one of my favorite seasons of TV I've watched this year. I watched the episode that's a lot of Dex's backstory today.
Oh, okay. So was that like 6?
Yeah, 5 or 6, I forget. But that's a pretty good episode, and an interesting way to do backstory for him, and also just Fisk is the fucking best.
Fisk is
awesome. Like, because I'm familiar with some of the stuff, but not overly familiar, and I haven't really dove into it. Is Fisk a Marvel villain, 2 Daredevil villain, or 3 Spider-Man villain?
Yes.
But which one is he more focused in? Is it Spider-Man, Daredevil, or is he just an overall Marvel?
I think he's. You see, this thing. I think he's probably more of a Daredevil villain, but because in the grand scheme of things, especially with the comics, Spider-Man for a long time was just a street level. Like, he didn't fight people around the world. He did deal with Wilson Fisk a lot, and so I think I would probably still say he's more of a Daredevil villain, but yes, he is a Spider-Man villain.
He's a New York villain.
He's a New York villain.
Yeah.
Which is one thing I wish they would have done. Maybe another little scene to add to the Defenders would be incorporate Fisk somehow. I mean, if you're gonna make him a big deal, and he's they make him a big deal with how things kind of shake up in Daredevil season 3, like why not just have him somehow be involved? I don't know how you do it, but he's more Fisk.
Yeah.
Fisk's awesome.
Also, last thing I'll say, between the Punisher and season 3 of Daredevil specifically, they've done a very good job of having great law enforcement characters that begin with N. Between Nadani and Nadim.
But yeah,
those characters are awesome.
Madani and Nadim are awesome.
Nadani.
Madani's cool. Nadim gets a lot better, I think.
He's fantastic. Like, his performance so far, I'm just in love with.
Towards the end of the season, he gets really good. But
yeah. Like the scene in episode 5 where he's like questioning Karen and everything about stuff. I'm like, this is great. Everything about this is great. Anyways, let's talk about some music. Skedaddle. Bring up this stuff quickly, because there's been some interesting things happening in the world of the music. Gojira is making a new album, so that's pretty cool.
Woo.
Matt Heafy is missing the rest of Trivium's tour. Filling in for him is Howard Jones of Light the Torch, Johannes Eckerstrom from Avatar, and Jared Dines. I wonder if Howard... there's probably footage out there at this point, but I wonder if Howard Jones is singing, but Jared Dines is playing guitar. Because I can see that.
Yeah, that's probably...
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
probably
plus, what it is.
Matt Heafy and Jared Dines are very good friends.
Jared Dines is like on half of the tour dates that they play anymore. He just kind of tags along and plays with them live. It's kind of cool that somebody who's like, what's another one of those things from like the other thing I think it was like this guy who took over for Journey, somebody who's like just a big music guy on YouTube, and then he gets to do some cool stuff like that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, that's a good one.
Let's see here. Azalea Dying has some things going on. First of all, they've been kicked off of Resurrection Festival in Spain.
Okay.
Basically, the promoter said that because of the controversy surrounding Tim Lambesis, they don't want Azalea Dying on the bill anymore.
Fair enough.
Yes, but also, why the fuck did you book them? You know
what? I didn't think about
What's
that.
the point in booking them if you're just going to throw them off at some point? down the road. That just doesn't make sense.
Unless you're oblivious and you was just like, oh. Whoops.
But Azalea Dying has sold out of well over half of their tour. About half of their tour in North America is sold out, and all the dates in Europe except for 2 are sold out. So there's definitely, now granted, they booked small venues for this, smaller venues than they probably would play, which makes sense. They didn't really know the reception they were going to get, but interesting. People don't really, I feel like people
either
either
talking about it, like either, or not as much. Maybe I'm just not in the inner
but I
circle
also
of it.
feel like people are going, like, I just want to hear Azalea Dying again. You know what I mean? Like, Tim did the bad. He's realized that. He's trying to,
hopefully trying to be a better person. Yeah.
Let's hope he does. And I'm going to go see Azalea Dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. What's going to... Because they got some decent bands opening for them, like Within the Ruins, I think, is opening for them on their North America tour, which Within the Ruins isn't a small band.
Yeah.
But they're not huge either. But at the same time, I wonder what happens in 2019 when maybe Azalea Dying puts out a new album and then they're booking a big tour. Like, our band's really going to want to go out with them.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah. I wish I was close to this to go to Ozfest on New Year's Eve.
Ooh.
In Los Angeles. Ozzy, Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, Jonathan Davis of Korn, and Body Count.
Body Count.
Yeah. On New Year's Eve. Ozzy said...
Ooh, that got me hot.
This just makes me so happy, what this quote here. Ozzy said, I asked Sharon what we're doing for New Year's Eve, and she said, we're doing fuck all. So I thought, we didn't do Ozfest in 2018, so let's do a New Year's Eve Ozfest. And then that's how it happened. I can just see that.
That's awesome.
Sharon, what are we doing?
Hey, fuck all. Let's do Ozfest. I don't know what's fucking
That's just
happening
incredible.
anymore.
That is just so incredible. So
That's a pretty good lineup too.
that's a great lineup, and that is only in LA though. Unfortunately,
fuck.
When you're in LA for New Year's Eve.
I really want to see Body Count sometime.
Oh yeah, me too.
Do they tour or no?
Not really. They just play shows here and there.
Fuck.
All right, there's 2 things with this. Which one is a few weeks old, but we gotta talk about it because it just cracks me up.
Is it the Atreyu thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Atreyu put out a new album in our wake recently. Debuted at number 72 on the charts. Sold 8,300 copies. Their previous album from 2015 sold 15,000 copies at number 26. So definitely not as good, for sure. Definitely on the decline. Their album... Now, granted, this was back when people still bought music way more than they do now. Their second album, Death Grip on Yesterday, sold around 70,000 copies when that came out back, but that was 2006.
Yeah.
Anyways, their singer claims that Atreyu created metalcore, and he said, it might sound cocky, but we created metalcore.
I mean...
I don't care. Now, no. This is an absolute no, because there's so many other bands out there that were doing metalcore before Atreyu was, before even like Killswitch Engage did. If this guy would have said something along the lines of, we helped metalcore rise in popularity, I would go, okay, I could see that, because I feel bands like Atreyu, Killswitch Engage, Bullet for My Valentine, really helped metalcore grow into this very mainstream sort of thing in metal, But then there's bands that, kind of started like, Cave In, Converge, Zal, that are still doing it.
Yeah.
But doing it in a much more aggressive and underground way. They didn't start metalcore. The guy's a fucking moron. I can't. It's like. It's just incredibly stupid that he even said that.
I mean, yeah, and that sort of, yeah, that's just, I mean, yes, it is. I mean, to answer this question, though, yes, that is very cocky. Also incorrect.
Yes. That is just such the cocky, like, rock star attitude. That is just, like, you're in Atreyu, dude. Come on. You're not playing in front of, 20,000 people every night. Speaking of a band that might play in front of 20,000 people every night, I don't know. Bring Me the Horizon has a new album, Ammo, coming out January 11th. They put out a new song called Wonderful Life. Guess who's on it? As a guest appearance.
A guest appearance. Is it a vocal?
Yeah, it's a vocalist. Might not get this,
Is it?
But it's really strange. It's a strange pairing.
Okay, so it's Bring Me the Horizon. What's a strange Bring Me the Horizon pairing? Is anything of the song title and the album title any sort of hint as to what I should think? All right. I really don't know then.
Lady Gaga.
No. Although that would be strange. Danny Filth, the singer of Cradle of Filth.
Okay,
That's bizarre.
That's bizarre.
That's incredibly weird. Bring Me the Horizon.
Paving Wits.
That band's huge.
I saw something. I don't know if it was. I'm gonna look something up really quick.
Yeah.
Because
The Faceless is going to be touring this December. They're going to be playing their album Planetary Duality in its entirety with Rings of Saturn, The Last 10 Seconds of Life, Veil of Panath, and Interloper. That's not a bad tour, but The Faceless, maybe they'll show up on time to play. The singer Decrepit Birth, I feel bad for this. Decrepit Birth, technical death metal band. Their singer, Bill Robinson, went to stage dive off of the stage.
oh no.
No one caught him.
Oh.
He broke his femur.
Oh.
So they have dropped off of their tour.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you should probably. I mean, that sucks. That really sucks. Depending, I mean,
Look
does it
before
say-
you jump.
Does it say where and what kind of venue it was? Because I mean, also stage height has a lot to do with that too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was it was a club show.
Okay, so maybe 10 feet, if that, even if that, maybe not even that.
I wouldn't say 10 feet, maybe 5 to 6,
5 or
7
6 feet,
maybe.
yeah.
But yeah,
Oof,
basically
but
no
still.
one caught him. He landed awkwardly, and
But still, yeah, that
sucks.
That really
Sucks tremendously. So they had to drop off their tour. Feel bad for that guy.
Look before you jump.
Nah,
Or just catch the fucking guy.
you obviously
Maybe there weren't people in the area. We don't know all the details here.
I did see a video. There were people there. They literally just watched him. They just stood by and was like, "Oh,
maybe we should have caught him."
yeah."
Oopsies, my bad.
Oopsie whoopsie, I made a fucky wucky.
Don't ever say that again.
Ooh woo.
Yeah, don't say that again. Encephalum and Septic Flesh are touring together early 2019.
Oh, is it coming to the soundstage?
Yes. First date. Mark your calendars.
First date.
January 5th. I think it's the first Saturday of 2019.
Think we can get super close again, like last time? That'd be nice.
Cool. This is incredible as well. I've been wanting to see Septic Flesh so bad because they're very interesting, like symphonic. To me, they're the Flesh God Apocalypse, but way better.
Oh, okay.
Like they're a symphonic death metal band from Italy, and they're absolutely fantastic. But basically, symphonic death metal with Encephalum. It's an interesting pairing. I mean, that's definitely two different audiences that are going to be coming together. So it could be very good for both bands.
Yeah, it could be super awesome.
Honestly. So that's pretty cool. There's going to be a special guest opening the tour, but they have not announced who that is.
Special guest. No, what's the name of the... Because it didn't... Oh, so they had a replacement... when she ended up playing like the accordion player, but like they got like a replacement from like Turasass, right?
Yeah.
I wonder Turasass.
I don't know.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to see Turasass live.
Yeah. Glory Hammer.
Glory Hammer.
Just bring Glory Hammer back every time.
Glory Hammer just comes to America all the time. Just every couple months. Like, you know what? Get citizenship.
Yeah.
We're Americans now.
Then the last thing...
That might be hard.
Yeah, you know.
Last thing in sad news. Very shocking news it was. Ollie Herbert, the guitar player of All That Remains, passed away.
Yeah,
44 years old.
That's
He was just found at his home, pretty much. But I don't think they're saying that it is a suicide at all.
or maybe like in any sort of.
Ollie was
accidental-
found dead in a pond near his Connecticut home. We're told the police were dispatched to Ollie's Stafford Springs home Tuesday afternoon after someone reported him missing. Police sources say that death does not appear to be suspicious, but an autopsy needs to be performed to figure it out. That's the latest that's come out about it. But yeah, that definitely sucks.
Man.
I mean, he has maybe not the direction people wanted All That Remains to go. As you know, they went in that direction, but man, that early stuff so incredible and influential. So that's a shame. Rest in peace. Also, they just finished their new album and it's coming out in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oof.
So it's the last thing you get to hear, and I'm shocked that I've enjoyed every song they put out for us so far. So
I'll check it
could
out.
be a good All That Remains album, which we haven't gotten one of them in 8 years.
8 years. Wow.
That's my opinion.
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah. That's oof. That sucks, man.
yeah, it's shocking for sure. That's about
That's
it.
about it. Yeah.
So
Cool. Cool stuff.
thanks for watching or listening. See you later.